to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than what you guys are used to. If you know my channel, you know I do natural hair content. I might do a little skincare videos here and there, or a vlog of me cooking, cleaning, whatever it is. But today, we're gonna add something else. And so I hope you guys stay around, but if you choose not to watch these videos, I totally understand. I will still be doing vlogs and I will still be doing hair content, but this would just be added into the mix, okay? We're multi-versatile, like we're not niching down, and this is just what I'm choosing to do. So first, a little background, because this is gonna be very random, very like out of nowhere to you guys. So I wanted a new hobby and I decided to pick up crocheting. This was like in October. I decided to pick up crocheting because I was like, it's gonna be winter soon. I need something to do. Now, I love to read, I love to do puzzles and watch TV, all that stuff, but I wanted another hobby. So I decided to do crocheting. I first learned crocheting from my aunt when I was like 12. She would just teach me how to do a chain single crochet, and that's all I would really do. I would just make really long chains. I didn't even know how to build it up. I would just make really long chains, undo it, and keep that process. I would travel with it, whether it's like to the park when I was outside playing or in school, stuff like that. So then in high school, me and my friends, we wanted to start selling stuff. So some people made pens, some people made jewelry. I made crochet bows that I would glue hair clips to the back of, and we would sell those for like $5. Trust me, I only made like $15. It was cute, single crochet, and then you crocheted a little, I wish I had a picture, but I don't, but you would crochet a little wrap to make it look like a bow, glue on the back, and put it in your hair. So that's what I did, and then I just stopped crocheting after that. I didn't really make anything. And then a few years ago, I want to say back in like 2020, like around lockdown time, there we go. I wanted a little crochet set for Christmas. So I just asked my friend, we always exchange gifts every Christmas. I asked her to get me a little crochet thing, and she did. So I was again practicing on my single crochets, but then I was practicing like building up, but then I stopped again. So this year, well, the end of last year, 2024, I picked up crocheting again, and I was like, I'm gonna make products, okay? This time, like I'm gonna finish something, you know? So that's exactly what I did. Now, the first thing I did was this blanket. I'm gonna insert a little video. It took me 2 months to do because it is a queen size, even bigger than a queen size. It's a like oversized queen size comforter blanket, and it was a really long process. It was single crochet. If you guys don't know anything about crochet, ask me questions down below. I'm a newbie, but I can tell you what I know. But single crochet is just the basic stitch, and I did an extended single crochet, which is this stitch right here. Yeah, that is what it looked like, and that's what the blanket is made out of. Now, it took me 2 months, like I said, and it is pink. It is lovely. It is on my bed currently. It has a beautiful like scallop edge. It's amazing. I love it. But with that being said, for some reason, I just decided to start posting TikToks on it. And so I would just every day do something, record myself, upload it every day for like 3 months straight. I'm still going. Mind you, this was October 14th, my first TikTok on crocheting. Now, before that, I did post like shorts and stuff on my TikTok of my hair content. That didn't really go anywhere. I was like stuck at 73 followers for a while. As soon as I started uploading the crochet stuff, things just started going up, up, up. Like I was growing a community, and now that TikTok page is at like almost 3,500 followers. Now, y'all know about the ban. It came back. I don't know what's gonna happen, but what I do know is that I love crocheting, and I want to continue that journal, and I'm gonna do it on here as well. So with that being said, some people on TikTok asked me for a full-length video of this blanket that I'm working on. But before we get into the blanket that I'm working on, I'm gonna show you another blanket I made after the one I just showed you. That was my first project. Okay guys, so like I said, I worked on a scarf, a beanie, and I did my 2-month blanket, which you guys just saw. And then I decided to do this blanket. This is what it looks like. I'm trying to show you guys as best as I can. So this is my 6-Day Star Blanket by Betty McKnits. You can find her tutorial here on YouTube. But like I said, this took me 9 days to do because the yarn is so small. They have different sizes. There's a lot to know about crocheting. If you don't know anything, there's a lot to know. But I'm learning everything, you know, one day at a time. But I love how this blanket came out. If you guys don't know, pink is my favorite color. And this is my second pink blanket that I made. So we finished this in 9 days. It was supposed to take 6, but my yarn was small, so it took an extra 3. If I would have worked on it longer, then it would have took less time. So I just like to keep it here over the couch because it's so pretty and I can use it whenever I want. So yeah. Now, this video is going to be about another blanket I'm working on for my cousin. I'm going to explain what it is and what we're supposed to do because people want to know. So right now, like I said, I'm new. So there's a bunch of different stitches. Just in this blanket alone, there's like 3 or 4 different stitches. Maybe more than that. But there's a lot out there. So I wanted to practice some, learn new ones. So that's what I decided to do. So this is called a sample stitch blanket, which means you could choose different stitches and make a blanket out of them. You could choose 5, 10, 15, 20, it's up to you. I chose 5 just to start. And I had to teach myself 3 of them and I already knew 2. So yeah, let me just show you guys what the project is looking like. Like I said, this is for my cousin. She wanted a blanket and I have other blankets to make, other ones I want to do. We have a lot to learn and we're going to be, like I said, uploading on here. This would be like more long form content that people can find if they want, and short film content is on TikTok. So my TikTok is Urban Fab Merch, which I might change it to my new Instagram name. If you want to follow me on Instagram for my crochet, it's Urban Fab Crochet. So yeah, this is the blanket. Okay, so we have 5 different stitches and I'm going to explain every single one. And in this video, it might take a few days because honestly it takes me so long to work on this blanket that I don't sit down and just do all 5 in one day. I just don't. So it might take a few days, but it'll all be in this one video, right? So first thing I did was I had to decide what size did I want the blanket to be. You can try to make a pattern. You can do what I did is take a blanket that you have that you want to reference. So this is like just a $5 blanket from Five Below. And I was like, this would be a good little nice throw size to make a blanket out of. Okay, so this is the blanket. So I knew that I wanted it to be this length going across. So I just simply chained this length going across. And it's a little bit bigger than this, but that was the goal. And so now that I'm making it, we're going down this length and we'll be done when we get to it. So right now, I can show you how I measure it. I just take one corner and then go down the side. So see, right now the blanket is to here and we have this much left to go. That's probably going to be 1 or 2 more rows, but I just bought a thing of yarn. This is the type of yarn I use, the color, the size it is. I'm probably gonna finish that ball just to finish this blanket. So, like I said, I just chose 5 different stitches. You can choose whatever you want. You can Google them, you can go on TikTok, you go have those crochet books that have the stitches in them, whatever you choose to do. I actually seen this video of someone who was going to make a mood blanket, and she chose different stitches for the different moods, and I liked how it looked, so I just chose those stitches. But my I believe my order of doing them is different. But anyways, the first stitch we have is a half double crochet, and I will be showing you guys in today's video how to do that if you don't know how. But yeah, this is the half double crochet row, and then after that we have a cross double crochet. Now when I first started this blanket I did 2 rows, but for the rest of the blanket I only did 1 row because I didn't like how 2 rows looked. But this is the cross double crochet. It just makes an X, but right here you can see it better. Right here is the cross double crochet when I only did 1 row. Right here I did 2 rows and I didn't like how it looked. After that we have the puff stitch, which is these bows. This honestly takes the most time, but it gives the blanket nice texture. After that we have 2 rows of linked double crochet. So it's just like double crochet, but it's linked together and it makes this nice pattern. And then lastly we have a granny stitch, that is these right here. We have 2 rows of this. So this is just, I call this 1 row. When I do all 5, that is 1 row. And so far we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. So I'm gonna hold the blanket up again. This is what it looks like. You do have to like sometimes push out the puff stitch because it gets turned around. Whichever side you decide is going to be the right side, because there's a right and a wrong side sometimes, that's where I push the puffs out to be. But yeah, this is the blanket, and it is really, really cute. Now before we get into the first half double crochet, the yarn I use is from Michaels. There's Michaels, there's Joann's, there's Hobby Lobby. I like Michaels because it's 5 minutes from my house. I've been to Joann's and I haven't been to Hobby Lobby yet, but we might do some videos where we go there and I show you guys the store. But anyways, from Michaels I use this. This is the Loops and Threads yarn in the color Blush. Now on any yarn that you buy, they should tell you what the size is. So like this is a size for a medium, and they should tell you what hook to use. It recommends I use a 5mm hook. So that's the information on that. So the hook size that I'm actually using is a 5.5 because I wanted this to go a little bit faster, and so the bigger hook, the faster the project. So I just went up 0.5, but I'm using a 5.5. Now this is just a regular Susan Bates crochet hook. They have different crochet hooks, ones with lights, ones with a cushion like grip. This is just a regular standard one. I do want to get some better ones just because it just makes gripping easier and better, but this is what we're working with for now. So that's everything. So now I'm gonna like put you guys over my shoulder onto my lap so you can have a better angle of what I'm doing. But like I said, this blanket is made of a half double crochet, cross double crochet, puff stitch, link double crochet, and a granny stitch. So first we're doing our half double crochet, and this is like the easiest stitch. Like it's really easy. Also in between every stitch I do a single crochet just to clean up the row. Now I will say this blanket, if you are wanting to make something this size, right, we measured it against my blanket, it came up to 154 stitches. Like when you make a chain, you have to realize how big you want to make it, but it's 300, 200. This was 154 plus 1, and you do plus 1 because you have to skip the first stitch, and you want to either use a stitch marker, a bobby pin, something to keep in check what was your first stitch and what was your last, because it will come back to bite you. Like me, I didn't keep that in check, so my edges are a little wonky. We went from 154 to 140 to 146. I don't even know where we're at, but we're gonna fix it with a border. So as long as I'm not too off, we shouldn't be too bad. I don't know what border I'm gonna do yet, but yeah, my edges, one side is better than the other, but my edges are definitely a little bit off because I was not keeping count. So definitely keep count. You could get a stitch counter, whatever works for you. So yeah, we're gonna do a half double crochet. So like I said, we flipped our work, and the last row we did, we finished off with a single crochet, and so now we're able to do our next row. We're gonna do a half double crochet. I'll show you guys how to do it, and we're just gonna go across this whole thing. I do 2 rows of half double crochet just because I like how it looks. And so yeah, that's this row right here. You can kind of see this is what it'll look like when it's done. So now this I'm gonna use the terms of, I guess, crocheters, but yeah. So yarn over is whenever you know, put the yarn over the hook. And then we're gonna go into our first stitch right here. Now, like, you can skip this. I'm not going to because I'm trying to build up my stitches again, so I'm not gonna skip it. But yeah, it just kind of depends. Like, if you're supposed to skip it, then skip it. If you're not supposed to, you know, don't. So yeah, we yarned over, and then now I go under the 2 stitches. So you see here, this is a stitch. You can go into just the back of it like that. It just kind of picks up 1, or you can go under it like I'm going to. So you yarn over, you go under it for those 2, you yarn over again, and then you pull through 1. So now you have 3 on your hook. You yarn over, and then you pull through all 3. And that is it. That is the half double crochet. And you just keep doing that all the way across. So I'm gonna like try to hold it up and show you guys as best as possible. You yarn over, go underneath both. So you see, that's both of them. You yarn over, you pull through just the 1. So you'll have 3 loops on your yarn, and then you yarn over and you pull through all 3. And you just keep doing that. So I'm gonna just let you guys watch me. If you have any questions, let me know. And now you can kind of see what that is coming out like. You just continue it all the way across. So we're gonna do it across all of our.
If I put my trust in you, what will you do? Will you just step back? Will you duck it out? Will you be here too?
And right here, I just messed up. I did 2 stitches into the same stitch, and in crocheting, it is really easy to just undo it and keep it moving. So you just pull it out until where you want to stop, and then you continue on. Okay guys, so we just made it to the end. This is taking me about 13 minutes to do. maybe a little bit less when I wasn't talking altogether. But for the last stitch, you do it like normal. You yarn over, you go into your very last stitch. So you gotta get it in there. Go under both. And then for this, I'm gonna do 1 crochet, and then you basically flip your work. So now that the work is flipped, you do the same exact thing, but the 1 crochet we just made, we're skipping that one and we're going into this one. So you just yarn over and go into that one and just keep doing that over all the way across, and then that'll be 2 rows. So I'm going to switch the angle so you guys can see me just fast forward through, do the same thing, and then we'll come back when the row is done.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only go like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
Okay guys, so
I guess I'm doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What we want. My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch front like Jackie Brown.
but this is what the blanket is looking like so far. Let me show you guys the right side. So yeah guys, that is what the blanket is looking like for now. We are going to do a single crochet all on our own, and then I'll come back for the next stitch. A single crochet is super simple. If you want to learn how to do it, look it up like I did. It's real easy though. So yeah, when I'm ready to do the next one, you guys will see me again.
In the meantime,